backbreaker for Buffalo.
Welcome, guys. I hope you're warm. We got a game here, and I'm in the middle of work, so I'm going to turn it on so we can listen to it while I finish up my work and catch at least some highlights of this game. Hope you guys are staying warm, and you guys are safe as well. So let's listen to this. I got the streaming up.
The Bills, for the fourth consecutive year, are AFC East champions.
Pittsburgh will clinch a playoff berth.
That's what I want to do today. Dominate.
Josh Allen, the beast, has been released.
One game at a time.
Guys, hit that like button. This game getting ready to kick off.
Right back at it, man. Let's go!
Be sure to cast your votes on who's going to win.
Welcome to Super Bowl Wildcard Weekend, presented by Verizon. Born to be wild. Brian Maher putting that opening sequence together, teeing it up for the Steelers and the Bills. You heard Josh Allen there said, take it one game at a time. They've been doing that since going 6-6, starting with a win at Kansas City. They won 5 straight. It feels like 4 degrees right now as we send it down to Jay Feely, who knows that the kicking part of this today could be very important in these gusty conditions, Jay.
For sure, Jim. And you know that the cold and the wind is certainly going to have an impact. So the number one priority for both special teams
I got my jacket on.
is ball security. But the Steelers know to win this game, they have to win the special teams battle. Keep an eye on Miles Killebrew, all-pro, Pro Bowler, 4 blocks in his career on punt. He wants to have an impact. And Tony, they're going to be aggressive. Try to steal a possession, maybe a fake, big return, something to try to have a big impact on the outcome of this game.
I think you're dead right there, Jay. I think that the way the Steelers win this game, they got to possess the ball and they've got to steal a possession. Expect the unexpected if you're the Bills on every punt situation.
Well, the Bills defer here at the top. Pittsburgh was 10th in the conference before they went on that 3-game win streak, and Buffalo was 11th in the conference when it came out of its bye at the beginning of December and vaulted all the way to the 2 with its division winning performance at Miami last week. So here we go. Bass getting it started on a line drive boot. It's fielded at the 10-yard line. And Warren's going to take it to about the 30. And we'll bring out Mason Rudolph. These 3 starts, wins against Cincinnati, Seattle, and Baltimore last week, a game in which he completed 18 and 20 passes, 90%. That set the all-time record single-game performance, topping the Roethlisberger mark. Speaking of Ben, Ben had started the last 23 postseason games for the Steelers before this one, and now it's Mason Rudolph's turn. Toss to Harris, and Najee gets hit low and is stopped after a gain of 2. You watched Mason Rudolph during the warm-ups. What did you see?
Well, I'm really impressed with the archetype of his career. You know, you expect him to be a career backup, and, you know, he hadn't been very successful, and they put him in, and they're riding the hot hand right now. But to me, he has developed. It's an archetype like Geno Smith in Seattle. He is for real, Jim. He's led the NFL the last 3 weeks in multiple categories, and this will be the biggest test of his career today.
He's got a 2nd and 8. They've already brought in Warren for Harris. Gonna fake it and then give it to him on the screen. Look at them go. What a nice run and cut by Warren to get out near the 50-yard line.
This is exactly what you need to do if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Go ahead and run this right here. It's a play action fake to make you think we're going to throw it downfield, and it eases the quarterback. Just a simple screen play to start the game. And Warren, this is a 1-2 punch that's very formidable. And Najee Harris and Warren, this team is winning the game by getting the ball to their back and then taking the shots one-on-one with these receivers outside when they get the opportunity.
So they bring back in Harris after that 15-yard pass play, and they give it to him. And Najee has this time about 3. Let's talk about this Buffalo defense. Ed Oliver, his season best of his career. He showed why they gave him the big contract extension in the offseason.
Well, he had his career high in sacks this season, 9.5, and boy, he leaps out on the tape when you watch it. Very aggressive, very quick off the ball, very disruptive, but I think the key is him and Jones. You see 92 right next to him. He came back the last couple weeks. They have been dominant when those two are in there, and you have to have it in a game like this where it's going to be one in the trenches.
It's another 2nd and 8, and Rudolph from the pocket has the ball deflected at the line.
Now, this is not abnormal. This team has basically led the NFL in bad
Big down
passes.
right here, start of the game.
And you see another one here.
Bernard got it this time.
Yep. They do a great job when they rush, Jim, of keeping their eyes on the quarterback. If you can't get by the O-lineman, you watch the quarterback's eyes and you put that hand up.
So Warren comes in for Harris. They send him wide to the right. He's going to motion back into the backfield. Pickens at the top. Dangerous deep threat. 3rd and 8. Rudolph goes down the way, and it's over the head of Freiermuth. So they pick up a 1st down, and that's it.
And they played man coverage. Underneath coverage, we call it 2-man, where you have safety help over the top. So the out-breaking route was the right place to go with the ball. But these conditions, going the direction that the Steelers are going, it's going to make these throws look a little bit off. And that's why I talked about Josh Allen being able to separate.
Harvin to punt to Diontae Hardy. And what a role he played in that win last week that helped get them this home game and a division title for a 4th consecutive year. Here's the punt. A short one, and fielded with a fair catch at about the 20 by Hardy, who took it 96 yards for a touchdown against Miami last week.
Can't you see it in my face? The demon living in disguise, but you can see the killer in my eyes. I've got a look you can't escape. Boku no mirai wa dare ni mo wakaranai. Mina wa boku o dame na yatsu to mo
safety. And now we're ready for the first snap of the game for the Buffalo offense. Coming out throwing. Pass caught for a gain of 5 to Shakir. These teams met here 15 months ago. So look at Josh Allen. Led the league in total touchdowns, second most giveaways, but in that game in October of 22, Josh threw for 424 yards, which was a Buffalo record for a quarterback in a game that ended in regulation.
Yeah, and they dropped 8 guys on defense. They didn't rush them. You saw a 5-man rush there. They will not do that again. I think the week 1 the year before, when they had simulated pressures, 4 or 5 guys max blitzing, but you got to disguise it and get them into obvious passing situations.
2nd and 5, it's Cook getting the call. And Cook, who has emerged this season as a big threat out of the backfield, has 4. Is going to set up 3rd and short. As you look at the Buffalo offense spearheaded by this guy right here.
And we keep talking about the difference maker. They're going no huddle here. But in the postseason, here's the tush push.
Goes over the top, he's going to get it. Pittsburgh disagrees.
This is huge. Every time they do this, they do go left. But I'll tell you this, right now, that's a huge difference in where you spot this ball, because you can't go for it on your opening possession at the 29 and a half. But he gets there. He does always go left like I talked about, but the ball didn't look like it was in front of him. This is closer than...
Right there, he broke the plane.
He did. You're exactly right. But I think Josh Allen, this team runs everything through him. Now they're able to run the football. We talked early in the year, I was like, this is going to serve them well come January, and it has. Since week 10, the coordinator changed. They're rushing as well as anyone in the National Football League.
Here he is on 1st down, going down the middle. He's got Kincaid, the rookie hauls it in. Starting to get a little more action with Kincaid down the field in recent weeks, and they've got a gain of 20 on that one.
You're exactly right. Go ahead and run this right here. You're going to see Kincaid come all the way across the field right here. And that angle, you have a choice to flatten or to keep going deep. And you see Rowe playing underneath. Great job by Kincaid to take that high. He's a difference maker, Jim. And you're right, they are throwing the ball down the field to him more late in the year.
Out of the gun. They dump it off to Diggs, get him going. Diggs bounces off of Knox, runs into his tight end's back, and still forges ahead for a 1st down and a gain of 10. This Pittsburgh defense again without TJ Watt, that grade 2 MCL sprain. But they do have back not only, of course, Cam Hayward, who keeps doing what he's doing, but they got Mika Fitzpatrick back this week.
Yeah, but Hayward is going to be the key. Him and Benton, their 2nd round pick. These guys, very similar to Buffalo, have to be stout on the inside and runs like this.
Here's Cook.
And him not being in the game, what do, Jim? You run the ball when he's standing on the sideline.
Look at the push by Spencer Brown and others. McGovern that helped pick up a couple of extra yards. There's TJ is on the sideline.
Not possible to replace his production. I mean, they have some good, edge rushers who are behind him, but he's the definition of a game wrecker. They are 1 in 10 since he's been drafted when he doesn't play. And that's what makes it difficult for them today.
And they missed the game here last year, I alluded to earlier, when Buffalo won 38-3, handing Tomlin the largest loss by margin of his career at Pittsburgh. Here's the pass again to Diggs. He slices through 2 defenders and gets down to about the 23. Gain of 12.
This is the simulated pressures right off the right side. It's only a 4-man rush, but Josh Allen is prepared for it. And he is ready. Just when they blitz you from a certain spot, Jim, in the secondary, you just throw it to that spot because someone left it. And if he's able to get the ball out that quick and see the defense and not be confused early in this game, watch out.
1st down. Back to Cook. Big opening for Cook. And he's able to make it all the way down to about the 12-yard line. Running behind Mitch Morris, their center.
Very smart. Look at, you got 95 right here and 94. That means 97's not in the game. I promise you they have someone upstairs saying Hayward is on the sideline. And when he sits on the sideline, Jim, expect the Bills to run the football.
Yeah, he continues to stay on the sideline. That's 4 plays that have gone for 10 plus. And Allen is 4 for 4 on this opening drive. He's going to give it back to Cook.
Right now, if I'm Pittsburgh, it's an adjustment game. Everybody, both sides, right? You have this time, you plan for it all season. You're going to be aggressive, and you're going to sit here and give your team the best chance of success with a game plan. But right now, you got to adjust as Hayward comes back in and say, hey, he's out. We need to call run blitzes, certain things, because when he's out, they're going to run the football. When he's in, expect pass.
It's a Pittsburgh defense that has not surrendered a single point over the last 4 games. 10th play for the Bills, just inside the 10. To the end zone, it's caught. It's Knox. Dawson Knox with a touchdown catch.
What an opening drive by this Bills offense, and this is miscommunication on the outside by the secondary for the Steelers. Watch the corner and the safety up top. Neither one of them takes Knox going on the outside, and it's a pressure. But they have to have one guy take the tight end. You can't let him just split it that easy. Wow, what a drive, Jim.
And Knox has his 6th career postseason touchdown, and Bass able to boot it through with the extra point. Dawson Knox back from wrist surgery.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Stadium. Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by Goodyear. A Bills victory today would mean they would host the Kansas City Chiefs in the 4th and final divisional game next Sunday night with a 6:30 kick. Here we go. Bass, line drive on the first one. This one delivered to the back of the end zone. One of the world's most iconic performers lights up Vegas. Watch Usher on the Apple Music Super Bowl 58 halftime show, February 11th on CBS. Down a quick 7. The Steelers had only given up 2 touchdown passes over the last 5 games, and that was including a stretch with the likes of Tua, Mahomes, Dak. And they've given up one to Allen early. Now the offense needs to respond. Straight ahead they go, and Harris again is plugged after another gain of 2, maybe 3 this time. The timeline for Mason Rudolph came out of the draft in 2018 as a 3rd rounder out of Oklahoma State. He played in some games early in his career, and then he's just gone silent. Did not even play last year. So this is his 4th consecutive start. As you said, his numbers during this stretch, 3-0. Passing numbers have been just spectacular. To go back to Harris. And they're surrendering nothing on the ground so far as they've got him again after a gain of about 2.
No, you're right, but this is what Pittsburgh, both these teams changed coordinators later in the season, and they kind of simplified in some ways. They started to run the ball downhill. Part of the reason why the Steelers have been successful is they started to move around. Eddie Faulkner and Mike Sullivan, they moved around 14 and 18, Pickens and Johnson, but they're running the ball into the correct looks. They're not RPOing it as much, run pass options, but this is the key to the game. Can Mason Rudolph get these 3rd and manageables? If not, it's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and 5, they bring 5. Goes to the sideline, no one's there. Diontae Johnson in the area.
This is Sean McDermott at his best. He fooled Mason Rudolph. I want you to watch right here. There's no one covering the receiver on the outside, but you've got right here, he's going to pop out. And as soon as Micah Hyde pops out, he hangs there thinking he's going to have an easy hitch route. Show him that he's wide open, and then pop out underneath playing 2-man.
Harvin's 2nd punt. First one traveled 31 yards. This one, we'll settle at about the 27, 42-yard punt. Josh on that first drive, 5 for 5 and a touchdown pass. You're watching Super Wildcard Weekend presented by Verizon.
Why the position?
We're in Vegas, baby. You know we gonna celebrate.
I just touched down, now it's time to celebrate. Super Bowl in Vegas, this where the big steppers play.
getting us all set for this game. The likes of Pete Calander, Sarah Hammond, Chrissy Florian, Katie McGuire. Yeah, we were, because of a travel ban, a lot of us weren't able to even leave our hotel for 3 days. It was like The Shining.
In your bathroom.
Here's Tony. All work and no play makes Tony a very dull boy. Here is Allen throwing down to the sideline, and it's incomplete.
It's a rare miss for Josh Allen. That was pretty good.
It was such great retreat weekend, though, and a lot of time with the whole crew. You saw this earlier this weekend about Josh.
This is incredible. Okay, he's the only one in NFL history, only quarterback. Look at that, Jim.
Yeah.
To average over 250 and 50. And guess what? They've been playing the playoffs recently. The last 2 weeks, they have ramped up him using his legs with a season-high 15 rushing attempts last week and 11 the week before, both season highs. Expect that to happen today in situational football, third down and red zone.
Got a 2nd and 10 to come after him. Got away from Peterson and still able to get 8 yards out of it. That speaks to what you just told us.
You're exactly right. His legs, it's the difference. Go ahead and watch the pressure on the far right, this side, but boom, outside of them, we don't see that coming. Peterson, oh, nope. And this is why the Bills are so difficult to deal with. They have a guy who does things that very few people can do, and that should be a sack for 97% of quarterbacks in the NFL. That's a real stat, Jim.
Yeah, well, his durability is just incredible. This is his 97th consecutive start, regular and post. 3rd and 2, and that's incomplete. Going for Kincaid. As many times as he exposes himself to possible injury, how he's been able to stay on the field. It's amazing. This one didn't work out, though.
No, it's because you see Fitzpatrick right there. It's huge having him back. He's got great instincts. He drives inside. You see 39 for the Steelers. When he drives inside with those instincts to just go right downhill, that's where Josh Allen said, uh-oh, can't throw it in front. So he tries to throw it on the back shoulder, and that creates a punt.
Alvin Austin's the returner for Sam Martin's punt, which is angled for the right sideline. He in fact catches it out of bounds. 46-yard punt. Gotta have Completion to Pickens. The ball came out because he was on the way down. Question is, was he down? Now they're saying incomplete pass.
Wow, that's a huge moment there. And similar things happened in Seattle a couple of weeks ago. Your season's on the line. If this is a catch and a fumble, which it looked awfully close.
It sure looked like a catch for starters. All right, Gene Steratore, did you see that as a catch or not?
You know what, Jim? I have Pickens with two feet possession, and then I thought a football move really by jumping forward. To me, that tucking of the ball and then lunging forward would definitely constitute a football move or completion of the catch. I think it's a catch fumble.
Carl Sheffers coming over to Sean McDermott just to confirm that the red challenge flag is just part of the procedure.
Yeah, and I would throw that too for sure.
Buffalo's challenging the ruling on the field of an incomplete pass. We'll review the play.
Buffalo has 30 turnovers forced this year, third in the NFL, and it might continue here, I think.
Filling the trades gap.
This is fun. Huh, getting in the pool. It's a weird move. Oh no, this is becoming a real trend here. I need food. Can't swim while I'm eating. The 30-minute rule. Genius. Tiny bites appear to be savoring. The chip will keep you dry. That's okay, just say something smart and awesome. I love this house. I hate this house. Okay, just hang on to the taco. All right, whatever.
DirecTV Sports Central brings your game stats and scores together, and now you can get it without a satellite. One more reason to finally get rid of cable, but getting rid of the cable guy might not be as easy.
Oh, yeah.
Visit DirecTV.com for up to a $200 reward card.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the Seas, arriving 2024.
And now, a CBS exclusive sneak peek at the new season of Young Sheldon.
We have to go home. There was a tornado. Your Mama's house was destroyed.
Class is starting tomorrow. I'm not going anywhere.
You are going home.
The people of Germany are obsessed with rules and devoid of humor. I am home.
The final season of Young Sheldon.
When I say goes, what are you doing?
Passive resistance. Good luck lifting my limp body.
It's all part of CBS Premiere Week after Super Bowl 58, only on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
The receiver satisfied all the elements of a catch. It is a completion and a fumble recovered by Buffalo. Buffalo wins the challenge. They will not be charged with a timeout.
The ball was recovered by Bernard, who's had a nose for the football all season long. And that's calling it snowball fights. Not really. They're tossing it in the air to celebrate the moment here.
Yeah, and watch, Jim. Here's why. You get hit right here, and he still maintains possession. As right there, you're like, okay, he's made his football move. He's going to try and go to the ground with his left arm, and by bracing himself, the ball slips and comes out. And to me, bang, bang, held onto the ball right after he gets hit, lunges forward, and while he puts that left arm down, that's another football move, lunging forward. That's a fumble. Great call.
Well, Chepper's language was almost identical to our Gene Steratore's. He checked all the boxes, the elements that were needed to confirm that he had made a football move and it was a catch. So here's Buffalo from the 29, right down the middle. They go for it. They got it with Kincaid this time, the recipient of the Josh Allen touchdown.
This is what separates Josh Allen. This place is erupting. We know a couple years ago he almost had a perfect game in the wild card in similar conditions, and today he's doing the same. I want you to watch Kincaid right here. Josh Allen looked left. The safeties are wide, and he's going to run right through it, and Josh throws a frozen rope. And that's literally a frozen
Yeah, I was going to say.
Football. And wow, not everyone can make that throw.
Extra point. Good. So he's hit both tight ends now for touchdown throws in the first quarter. Knox and Kincaid. 30 after this from State Farm.
Whether it's injury or just production, have really been exposed this year. And once again on that play.
His pass. Again, delivering a touchback. Boy, Rudolph and the Steelers, as you take a look at this, Miles Jack was on the coverage, Tony.
And that's the inside. Their linebackers inside this year have been exposed, I felt like, when you watch the tape. This Steelers defense, both teams try and keep the ball in front of them, not try and give up big plays. And Pittsburgh, even though they're in the playoffs, have given up way too many big plays and far too much in the middle field around these inside backers. They've got to get that short up today, much less next season. But this is going to be a tall task for Mason Rudolph right here, Jim. Down 14-0 on the road, crowds into it.
He's got Jalen Warren at running back. And he gets the handoff, and Russo's there waiting for him. Maybe was able to get a yard out of it. Spector was also one of the first to hit him.
You see concerted effort by Sean McDermott in this defense. First down, they bring in a bunch of big guys. They did not want to get pushed around. Pittsburgh's been doing that to other teams, winning the line of scrimmage. Not today. And now you get into obvious passing situations. If I'm the Steelers, keep it simple here. You don't have to throw this ball. You can still run it, screen it, make the game simple.
2nd and 9. Knocked down by Ed Oliver. And they're just feeding off of one play after the next.
And they're lucky. This might have been intercepted. But flying in, Taron Johnson would have been real close. But Ed Oliver, we talked about it on the last series, Jim. This team was second in the NFL coming in batted passes. They do a great job. It's a coaching focal point. When someone blocks you, the rhythm of the quarterback, they get their eyes on them. That's why it happens over and over again.
Von Miller standing up in on this play, ready to rush the quarterback. There's Rudolph's throw. And it's incomplete. It was deflected, and this may be a pick.
I think it's intercepted, Jim.
It's Hyde crossing just in case. It was deflected by Bernard, and they're saying it hit the ground.
It did, but it looked like it was intercepted, Jim.
I saw you jumping up and down. You thought it was a pick at first glance.
It looked like he hit the player right there, Pickens, boom.
It hit the ground.
But these guys know, right? When all of a sudden they all stop, it's like they're right there. They should know. But I wanted to hear a good touchdown call on your part. That's huge for the Steelers, though, for that not to be intercepted.
They put pressure on Harvin. He's able to get it away. And it's a fair catch at the 44 as Dorian Williams almost got to Harvin to block it.
That was another batted pass at the line of scrimmage, Jim.
Just a 30-yard punt. Bills. Yeah.
I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere.
Number figured out, a motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in.
Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award recognizes players who have excelled on the field and whose passion to impact lives extends beyond the game. For the Steelers, the nominee is Cam Hayward, who lends support to local communities through countless projects and events. And for the Bills, the nominee is Dion Dawkins, who provides resources and support to people in need through his Dion's Dreamers Foundation. The NFL Man of the Year will be announced at NFL Honors Thursday, February 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern on CBS and NFL Network. To Diggs, able to shake off 2 hits and get back to the line. Cam Hayward, one of those that was in on that. Let's take a look at Next Gen Stats powered by AWS.
Well, we mentioned it. Cam Hayward, when he's in the game, no one runs very well against him, but when he's not in the game, it's really good job by offense coordinator Joe Brady right away recognizing the difference.
Well, I'm just going to leave music on. I don't get anybody coming in here anyway, so.
a fumble for sure and stays in bounds, but did Freiermuth
field is a fumble forward and out of bounds. The ball will be returned to the fumbling spot. First down.
So look at his it's out for sure. And where did it go out of bounds?
This is going to be, I believe, after the
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. They sell them to the richest buyer. They want to let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
If you initially called it that it was out of bounds, but you didn't say it was because of Freiermuth, can you go back and change it? You can't see it.
No, I don't think so. I think Carl
We
just
feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
So now that he's lost one, we are now going to play over 3/4 of football without Buffalo challenging outside of 2 minutes, guys.
That was a huge call for the extra challenge.
You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Recently, the last 3 games since Mason, they got to 7 at time. They won shotgun and this game started.
I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
Without the flame.
Take on the day with Taltz up to 90% of pictures of
It's plain and simple, dear. I'll still be here when you're gone. You gather souvenirs, but I will never be your pawn. Your pawn. Your pawn. My love wasn't ever again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the same. You can double down. I'll still be a proud haven for your love is never love. A river through your bluff, I will be enough, enough, enough. My love wasn't ever again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. Something you can never take, but it's not uncommon to forsake. Got a chronic urge to complicate. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. Feeling I have nothing left to hide. I'll say what you know it when it's right. Keep it simple now, living it before I die. Think of love like a friend, not an enemy. My love wasn't ever again. I lay my cards out on the table. There's nothing to gamble away, but I can promise that you'll never be the same. But I can promise that you'll never be the
Back all the way to Fryermuth there, and right there to reset and have the ability to go back to the other side, the instincts.
Warren this time. Twisted down after a yard or two.
Secretly, that'll come back.
Have I become a little too shy for love?
Go back to that play.
I've been hurt before. All's fair in love and war. So I snuggle up close to the shell I'm living in. And if I let you in, another round begins. No, I'm spinning
79 breaths to show them your stuff. Every breath matters. Don't let RSV take your breath away. Protect yourself from RSV with Abrisvo, Pfizer's RSV vaccine. Abrisvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and over. RSV can be serious if you're 60 and over. Having asthma, COPD, diabetes, or heart disease will trigger a higher risk. Abrisvo is not for everyone. See the vaccine. Don't get Abrisvo if you're
Step up your tailgate with Ritz. Can you sell my Ritz? Sure.
A new year brings a new season of NCIS.
Federal agents. This all starts with positive energy.
Commissioner Rodney Goodell is here to sit alongside
Doesn't force the football, Jim, uses his legs, we already told you, and then fires the seed right down the middle. It's why it's so hard
Going for it, baby.
Ready, down, put,
Field goal is here. Make it happen.
ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Turn a $5 bet into 200 instantly in bonus bets.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Oh, they're wide open.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
Nope. I didn't try to do it. Gotta happen. And they're gonna score a touchdown. Ah.
mention
The captain called came up and caught her hands to the side harpoon and women come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave. And tight once more, our boats will lost their
Wow. Good segment.
Ready, down, put.
You're trying to take this clock down. Score whenever you can, obviously, but at this point, that's still a free ball, especially since Hayward's on the sideline.
2nd and 7.
Oh no.
Pass.
Oh well.
Ready, down, put.